Hello, friends. So I've been learning over the years that being an adult implies being able to make my own decisions and take charge of my actions. It might seem obvious, but to me at least, it's admittedly not been the easiest lesson to learn and has led to some weird life choices. For example, choosing to make an etymology video every weekend, and some regrettable ones. For example, in my earlier years, mostly, having a little too much alcohol at social events and only realizing my mistake the next day. It's nice being in control and having the ability to do what you want to do, most of the time at least. In addition, another perk I recently discovered about being in control is that it generally allows me to, quite literally, stay out of danger. And in fact, I only discovered this when I learned the etymology of the word danger, which apparently is all about control, or rather, being controlled by someone else. As I learned, the modern word danger through the Middle English danger, which interestingly had the double meaning of both danger in the modern sense and coyness and insolence, is descended from the Old French danger, a word which literally meant power, as in the power that a lord had to exercise mastery, authority, and control over his land, including the power to harm those found in his jurisdiction. And in the feudal system of medieval Europe, when this word was dominant, so to speak, a lord did have pretty frightening amounts of power over his subjects, including being able to throw them in his castle's dungeon, which, side note, likely has the same root as danger. Anyway, yes, the lord was, from the perspective of those in his realm, pretty dangerous, so to speak, due in part to his ability to serve as the judge, jury, and executioner at the trial of anyone who by his own definition was misbehaving. And so that whole concept of having power over one's domain in the feudal era adds some context to this word danger, which itself is descended from the Vulgar Latin dominarium, which, as you might guess from its name, was all about domination and authority, both things that were characteristic of a medieval lord, or dominus, as he was called in Roman times. Now, to be clear, there was a word for danger in Latin, periculum, whence we get our modern word peril, and the word for danger in many Romance languages, such as Spanish and Italian, among others. However, in English, which was heavily influenced by French in the period after the Norman invasion of England in the 11th century, the French-based word likewise took hold, and nowadays, the word peril, descended from the Latin word for danger, and the word danger, descended from the Latin word for authority and power, which, for those who don't have it, implies danger, are both synonyms. So there you go. Danger, in its original meaning, is all about being under the power of someone else, which, as we just learned, can definitely be a hazardous situation, given all the harmful things that those holding power over others have been able to do in the past. Now, I admit, etymology isn't everything, and modern semantics also matter, so I'm pretty sure that just because I'm not a serf who is at the mercy of the whims of my local lord, that doesn't mean that my life is guaranteed to be danger-free, so I probably should avoid taking a walk in the middle of the highway. Nevertheless, it's still a comforting feeling knowing that within my one-man dominion, I'm fully able to control my own life and make my own decisions, and as long as things continue that way, I'll generally be able to steer clear of danger. Thanks for watching.